Kobe Bryant, daughter Gianna among 9 dead in helicopter crash. LA in mourning. Kobe Bryant, 41, the legendary basketball star who spent 20 years with the Lakers, was killed when the helicopter he was traveling in crashed and burst into flames Sunday morning amid foggy conditions in the hills above Calabasas, sources told the Los Angeles Times. His daughter Gianna, 13, was also on board, NBA authorities confirmed. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva said 9 people were on the helicopter, a pilot and 8 passengers. He would not confirm who had died until all the next of kin had been notified, he said. Bryant's death stunned Los Angeles and the sports world, which mourned one of the basketball's greatest players. Sources said the helicopter took off from Orange County, where Bryant lived. The crash occurred shortly before 10 a.m. near Las Virgenes Road and Willow Glen Street in Calabasas. Authorities received a 911 call at 9:47 a.m., and firefighters arrived to find that the crash had ignited a quarter-acre brush fire in steep terrain, said L.A. County Fire Chief Darrell Osby. Responders included 56 fire personnel, firefighters, a helicopter with paramedics, hand crews, and sheriff's deputies. Our firefighters hiked into the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire, as they included the brush fire and the helicopter, Osby said during a news conference Sunday afternoon. The fire also includes magnesium, which is very hard for firefighters to extinguish because magnesium reacts with oxygen and water. The Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the crash, and a Los Angeles County Coroner's Office is working on retrieving the bodies and identifying the victims. The fog was severe enough Sunday morning that the Los Angeles Police Department's Air Support Division grounded its helicopters and didn't fly until later in the afternoon, Department spokesman Josh Rubenstein said. The weather situation did not meet our minimum standards for flying, Rubenstein said. The fog was enough that we were not flying. LAPD's flight minimums are 2 miles of visibility and an 800-foot cloud ceiling, he said. Among the others who died in the crash were Orange Coast College baseball coach John Altobelli, the college confirmed. As a mentor and coach for 27 years, he helped students earn scholarships to play at 4-year colleges and treated players like family, the school said in a statement. Coach Altobelli was a giant on our campus, a beloved teacher, coach, colleague, and friend. This is a tremendous loss for our campus community, OCC President Angelica Suarez said in a statement. Altobelli's wife, Carrie Altobelli, and their 13-year-old daughter, Alyssa, who played on the club team with Bryant's daughter, were also among the victims, according to his family. Bryant was scheduled to coach Sunday in a game at his Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks and was en route there when the helicopter crashed. The tournament, called the Mamba Cup, featured boys and girls travel teams from 4th through 8th grade. Scores of flowers, a Lakers banner, and a photo of Bryant on the cover of Sports Illustrated were left at a growing memorial outside the locked front doors of the academy. The helicopter, a Sikorsky S-76B built in 1991, departed John Wayne Airport at 9:06 a.m. Sunday, according to publicly available flight records. The chopper passed over Boyle Heights near Dodger Stadium and circled over Glendale during the flight. The National Transportation Safety Board database does not show any prior incidents or accidents for the aircraft. The helicopter was registered to the Fillmore-based Island Express Holding Corp., according to the California Secretary of State's business database. The helicopter's manufacturer, Sikorsky, said in a statement Sunday that it is cooperating with the investigation. Jerry Kokarian was standing outside the church in the canyon drinking coffee when he heard a helicopter that was flying unusually low and struggling. It didn't sound right and was real low. I saw it falling and spluttering, but it was hard to make out as it was so foggy, Kokarian said. The helicopter vanished into a cloud of fog, and then there was a boom. There was a big fireball, he said. No one could survive that. Across the country Sunday, public figures, former teammates, and fans alike mourned the basketball star. Particularly when he was young, to be a part of his life and to watch his career grow, watch him grow, this is one of the most tragic days of my life, said fellow Lakers legend Jerry West, 81. West was the general manager for the Lakers in 1996 and maneuvered Bryant's immediate trade to the Lakers when he was drafted. I know somewhere along the way I guess I'll come to grips with it, but now I have all these different emotions regarding him. The things I watch him do on the basketball court, but more importantly, he was making a difference off the court. It's so unexplainable. This is going to take a long time for me. Kobe was a legend on the court and just getting started in what would have been just as meaningful a second act, former President Obama tweeted. To lose Gianna is even more heartbreaking to us as parents. Michelle and I send love and prayers to Vanessa and the entire Bryant family on an unthinkable day. It was a sad and surreal scene both in and out of Staples Center on Sunday, where a dress rehearsal for the Grammy Awards was taking place around noon. As word of Bryant's death swept through the arena, crews worked quickly to move Bryant's rafter jerseys side by side and mask the other retired jerseys with curtains. By 1 p.m., the switch had been made. Number 8 and number 24 were side by side, illuminated by floodlights. News of the crash dominated the rehearsal. Ariana Grande had just finished a lavish performance, and Billie Eilish was about to perform an acoustic song with her brother. But all eyes were on the jerseys at the other end of the floor, as staff and observers watched in disbelief. Fans gathered across the city to mourn. Outside Staples Center and at LA Live, a sea of purple orchids and yellow chrysanthemums formed. Among the crowd packed along the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a pattern emerged, purple and yellow and white, 24 and 8 on people's chests, Bryant emblazoned across their backs. At the intersection of Hollywood and Highland in Hollywood, a dance crew asked people in the crowd to yell out where they were visiting from. Argentina, Korea, India.
Within half an hour
I
of the
love
news
you,
breaking,
Black Mama,
the
one
Barnes
man
& Noble
shouted.
store in Orange had
The
sold
ones who
out
couldn't
of
get
all
to LA
photo
landmarks
books featuring
mourned
the former
online.
NBA
Some
star.
left basketballs
It's
outside
kind
their
of
homes
morose,
and
but
posted
people just
photos
came
on
in 10 or
social
15
media,
minutes after we
offering
found out
Kobe
about
and
it, said
Gianna a
Armando
ball in case
Romero,
they want to
a
play a
bookseller at
pickup
the cash
game in
register.
heaven.
He said his general manager announced Bryant's death to the employees over their wireless headsets. We knew right away people would be coming. Minutes later, Romero said he received phone calls from customers asking to put Bryant-related books on hold. At the Fullerton Mexican restaurant El Camino Real, the staff was really sad, said manager Rodolfo Garcia. Bryant patronized the restaurant for 20 years with his wife, a Fullerton native. If he couldn't come in person, Bryant would have friends get big orders to take back to his Newport Coast home. He liked the carnitas and flan, Garcia said, over the thud of a butcher breaking down carne asada for tacos. He loved this place because people treated him like a normal person. Kobe would just stand in line like anyone else. He'd tell us, "Don't treat me like a star. I'm just a customer here." Bryant was born in Philadelphia. His father, Joe, played 8 seasons in the 1970s and 80s for the Philadelphia 76ers, San Diego Clippers, and in his last stop, the Houston Rockets, under then-coach Del Harris. A light-hearted 6'10" string bean who went by his Philadelphia playground name, Jelly Bean, Joe Bryant played college ball at LaSalle and married Pam Cox, the sister of a starting guard at Villanova. They named their first son Kobe after the city in Japan. Bryant excelled at Lower Merion High in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia, winning numerous national awards as a senior before announcing his intention to skip college and enter the NBA draft. He was selected 13th overall by Charlotte in 1996, but the Lakers had already worked out a deal with Hornets to acquire Bryant before his selection.
Stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you were sleeping. While far away and dreaming, I could spend my life And I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. I just wanna stay